We chose to live in London because of Ben's job, because he works in NHS. For me, it was more easier to find a job.
Accessibility was one thing. I work in Central, so I work out of Westminster, so ease of commuting was definitely a big factor as to why I needed to stay in London. We first decided to look into renting. We wanted our own space, so a one bedroom was ideal for us. We quickly realised that the affordability of renting actually coincided with shared ownership, if not the prices were better with shared ownership, providing that we could get a deposit together and go from there really. Shared ownership was on the radar for me a little bit before, you know, we came together and decided to live with one another. A friend of mine has got a shared ownership property and he really recommended it. I was living with some mates. When we decided to save up together, I wanted to obviously save as much money as possible. I've then moved back in with parents for the time being, just to kind of compound my savings.
I came from Ukraine and I was living with my host family. I had opportunity to save money as well because I wasn't paying for a rent or anything.
We were in a fortunate position that we had that money together. We paid around about 11,500 for the deposit. And initially we could have got a little bit lower with the mortgage broker that we went with. However, it just worked out better with what we would be paying monthly. What specifically made us attracted to East River Wharf and Royal Wharf essentially is the community and the security that it provides. It's got really good connections, and in a moment you're in central London or you're on kind of a main line on the underground into the the wider city. The amenities as well is just a massive bonus on top of that.
Like gym, sky lounge, concierge 24 hours and security.
When we ended up moving in, obviously there's going to be some nerves as to what the bills are, despite being told what they're going to be. However, it's so easily set up. Everyone takes care of you, and it's easily payable as well. It all comes out together on the same day. If we were to rent this area, it would be around anywhere between £300 to £500 more than what we're paying now, in regards to our service, our rent, our mortgage. We have a 25% share, which is just nice to know that we have an asset that can potentially compound over time and generate a bit of return in a few years. But overall, what I feel is most important is that we've got an affordable place to live, somewhere that we're happy. If I were to give one bit of advice to someone looking into shared ownership, it would be to ask the questions. In my personal experience, we were very nervous going into it. We were unsure whether it was affordable. However, when we asked these questions, when we spoke to these lovely people at Legal in General, we found out very quickly that it was something that we did desire and that we could afford.